Here we are, 10 charters, ¿qué andamos? No nos vamos. I'm just kidding, man. We're here, got the boat loaded up. We're gonna go fishing. I'm gonna go wading. My dad's gonna go drifting, go with my friends, and see how this video turns out. We're gonna be fishing Port Mansfield, so I'll be waiting. So I'll see you there. And just like that, I'm left alone, cold, hungry, malnourished. Here's the mullet right there. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. DS Charters. We're here fishing the islands. See what we can pick up today. So right now, there is a pretty big storm surge, and it's bringing up the water levels quite a bit. So this water should be around, you know, cankle deep, but it's not. It's around thigh deep. So let's see where that puts us fishing wise. There is a lot of bait fish here. Yeah, there was like a freaking 1.5 foot wide stingray right there. I turned my camera off. That thing was like huge, really big. Just gotta be real careful about where you're fishing, you know, looking at the ground at all times. Just a precaution. That's the third stingray I've seen so far. That was a medium-sized one, but I have seen quite a few. Hooked onto something here. I mean, feels quite small. Took a little while, but we got something here. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, it's a flounder. It's a small flounder that is barely hooked on. Let's see if we don't lose him. There goes my flounder. Barely hooked on flounder. Oh, that might have been what I caught earlier. Well, that's the third fish I've lost. I don't think I've ever caught a flounder on a spoon though, so that's the first. Oh. Oh man. This is a nice one, whatever it is. Might be a nice red. Oh yeah. Just don't take the tension off of him. Swimming right towards me. You can see him scaring all that mullet. Bring him up here in the shallows. Oh yeah, nice one right there. As soon as it landed, let's get him up there. That's a nice one. There you go. Is it a keeper? Maybe not. Is it a redfish? Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and measure him. Yeah, it's a keeper right there. There you go. As soon as he landed, you can see the blue in his tail. Beautiful fish. Probably like a, you know, he's a barely legal one, but we haven't really hooked on too much this morning. It would have been nice if I can keep that flounder. That was crazy. Because in the beginning, it fought like a... I don't know what it was. It was splashing all up on the surface. Usually, reds don't do that. Alright. Let's get another one. This is a very silver-like fish. Doesn't have a lot of red on it. Hopefully it was a small school, because looks like I'm seeing a little bit more up there. There you go. Yep, that's a school. Is it? What is this? Oh my! Is that an oyster bed? What am I looking at? Guys, I have been nay-nayed. Guys, I got excited there for a bit. I thought it was another school. There's another one right here. Oh yeah. I see a lot of people do this when they're bringing in fish. If the fish isn't coming in, like you see the way it's fighting right there, they'll just keep trying to reel in. That's not how you fight a fish, man. You bring in the fish, use your rod to your advantage to bring in the fish, and you reel in the slack. That is all. You're using the rod to fight the fish. At a 45-degree angle is usually what you want. That's ideal, but I mean, if the fish is running and you're scared your rod's gonna break, you can drop it down like how I did and let the drag do the work. But to bring the actual fish in, you're gonna go ahead and want to use. Yeah, that's a nice one. See that? How he just took off? I don't want him to break my rod once he's up close. That is a nice one. Oh, there's a second red swimming with him. There's two reds with him. Or it's him and another one. That's... So I have him hooked pretty good, what it looks like. I can't really tell. Looks like he's on there though. Yeah, it looks like he's hooked. Like, so once you get him over here, the further out of the water, the better, because he can't use his. Oh yeah, that's a nice hook set. He can't use his weight to swim away. And I know when I first started wading, I didn't know how to pick up a redfish. Look, there's more reds over there. I don't know if you can see them. I didn't know how to pick them up. So I've learned that right here is probably the best spot. You don't want to stick your fingers too far down the gills, because it's going to hurt if you get them stuck down there. And if you're scared you're going to lose a fish, just grab it tight, push it against your body, you know. I don't think y'all can see that, but grab the fish tight, push it against your body, and you should be good to go. Yeah, this hook in it is pretty, got a real good hook set. This is the part where you don't want to drop them, because there's nothing holding on to them right now, besides my hands. I should be using the fish grips, but I don't want to. There you go. I never used to do this. I never used to go through both lips. My friend recommended it. Kind of keeps the fish upright, the way that one is swimming in the water. Slide it all the way down. And there you go. Put some water through his gills so he doesn't die right away trying to float. because you don't want the fish to die when you're waiting. That's not good, because the whole reason is to keep them as fresh as possible for as long as possible, and that's really what you want. That's ideal. So right here, I caught him in between, about right there. He had a buddy chasing him, and I don't know if you can see it in the picture, in the video, but there's like a little grass line that's going that way. It could be oysters, I'm not sure. And I was casting over here in the sand. I wasn't really catching anything. I kind of hooked onto a ladyfish a little bit, but that's it. So that red brought down my weed guard. And make sure you bring that back up, because that grass will make that much of a difference when it comes to the fish having a reaction bite or not. So let's see if I can get one on camera here. I don't want to use all my data filming, but oh, I'll just bring the camera back up when I catch another one, man. Goes another one right here. Caught this one super close. I caught this one about right here. That just proves that it doesn't really matter how close or far you are to the fish. And he had a buddy with him, so yeah. You're gonna use your rod. See, right now I caught him super close, so he has a lot of fight in him. But when they're close like this, you bring them out of the water, they don't have much of a chance once they're out, because they can't push on air. So we'll give myself a little bit of slack, keep them out of the water. Give him some slack, take him out so he can't swim. There you go. Nice right there. Get him close to me. Oh, careful with my rod angle so my rod don't break. Bring him in. There you go. DS charters. Feeding on some reds. Actually, there's nobody with me. But DS charters, as in like the video, my YouTube channel name. Not sure if this is a keeper. This is a keeper. Okay. I caught my limit. There's my limit right there. There's my 3. But my dad's back on the boat with a friend and his girlfriend. I'm not sure if they're catching, so I'll keep them. I'll keep any other ones that I catch, just in case they haven't caught anything. And I'm not sure if they have or haven't. Right now is the start of the redfish run, so there should be some more reds in the water. I caught this one in the same place I caught these other ones. All are within the same place. There we go. There are my 3 reds. See what else we can get. I want to hook like a jack or something, a small jack. You know, I'm fishing super close to the channel, so I would not be surprised if there's one here in this water, but we'll see. I'll bring the camera back on when I catch another one, man. 10 seconds. Caught another one. Oh, what the hell is that? Is that a trout? Hopefully that's a trout, man. Haven't caught a trout all morning. Let's see what we're working with here. What is that? Oh, it's a nice trout right there. Oh, these are way easier to lose because their mouths are super skinny, super flimsy. They're not like a redfish's mouth. Oh, look at that hole where he engulfed it, man. That's nice. I'm just gonna use that. Yeah, you'll know it's a red because the red will usually start running real quick. I wasn't expecting a trout to jump out of the water. Usually it's the ladyfish that jump out. Something happened in his nose there. Somebody probably hooked him before. Well, he ain't going nowhere, buddy. Actually, this one I'm gonna go through the gills because its mouth is kind of messed up. So I don't want to lose them. So I'm just gonna go through the gills. Not gonna risk that. It's a nice size trout. Oh yeah, 17 maybe. Well, it's not a nice size trout. It's a trout, which is good. We need that. Yeah, the guys on the boat didn't want to go wading. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go wading. So I decided to come out. Look at the leopards on him. It's a nice trout. All right, I don't have too much footage left, so if I catch more, I gotta be able to record. So I'm gonna cut this one out too. Seems as if there's a school of like trout or something right there. As soon as I throw it in, that I feel my spoon getting hit up. There's stuff right there. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there's no slicks, nothing like that. But as soon as I throw this thing in there, I get like 2 or 3 nice good bumps. Oh, did you see that? Huge trout just came up on top of the water. I'm not sure how much you can see with the camera though. Oof, that was a red. Right in front of me, they're right there. I don't know if you can see him in the camera frame. There you go. There you go, buddy. Los trucheros right on my rod, man. This is probably a baby trout, or this is about a medium-sized trout. It's a nice one. This one got a nice hook set too, but like I said, I think this thing's hanging on by the chin of my chin. Look at that. See, this is why I'm saying you got to be a little careful with hooking trout. That little membrane's all that's holding this thing together. So, uh-oh. We're about to lose him. We're about to lose him. Woo! Look at that. See, you're hooking a trout, you got to be real careful. Yeah, this is a keeper. Probably about a 16, maybe a 17. That's because I caught a flounder earlier. I don't know if I got that on camera. I hope I did. That would have. Oh, I caught my Texas Slam today. I mean, it's not on my stringer, but it is a Texas Slam. The Texas Slam is a trout, red, and a flounder. And I caught that today, which is nice. Also, whenever you have a stringer like this, and there's a little slot wherever your wading belt is, or whatever the case is, put it inside the slot. Don't tie it around your wading belt. There's a reason it's like that. It's because if there's a shark or something, it's gonna take your fish, and where you're attached to a rope, and that rope is gonna drag you in. There you go. Oh, I missed them. Gonna kind of hooks at these little trout. There you go. Oh, came off. See if I can get them back on. Hopefully I get a red. Reds are about right here. Reds are way closer with what I've noticed. See, that's almost every cast I've caught a fish. There you go. There he is. Oh, did I lose him? Yep, I lost him. Oh, there's a red on him. There's a red on that spoon chasing it. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. See, they're all over there closer to the channel. I don't want to get too close though, because it does get deeper and there are sharks. So I am scared of that. Oh, I'm getting some nice bites. Gonna work a little slower. Oh, come on, man. Just gonna work slow, try and get a red. Ideally, the reds are funner to catch, but the trout are better to eat, in my opinion. I'll bring you guys back on when I catch another one. This is a baby tarpon. Usually don't catch these very often. There you go. Baby tarpon. Oh, came off. Kidding, guys, that wasn't a baby tarpon. That was it's called a ladyfish, or also known as a, well, I think people call it a skipjack, but it's known as a ladyfish. Oh, I'm not sure. It's vice versa. It's a poor man's tarpon is what they call it down here, Texas, South Texas. So, I mean, what do y'all think it is? Ain't no telling. They are fun to catch when they're big. If they're not big, you don't want to catch them, because the big ones jump around I think that's what's been hitting me this whole time. A bunch of those ladyfish every single time, like, knocks my hand out of my rod. Because they're real quick and they swim fast, as you can see. They're kind of hard to get a hold of. They're real slippery, oily. I don't like catching them personally. I think it's, you know, they're real dirty type of fish. Ladyfish, skipjack. These are good bait for reds, but I'm not bait fishing. This thing is scaring all the fish. As you can see, look, the way they swim real fast, jump out of the water. I think I foul hooked them. That's what that looks like. Yeah, I got them good too. Look at them. Usually that's what happens. You get foul hooked because they swim super fast. This is what a ladyfish looks like, or skipjack. Kind of look, I mean, it doesn't really look like a tarpon. It's part of the kingfish family. They do swim really fast, so if a big one, you catch a big one, it's gonna pull out some drag. And there's a lot of them, but I've noticed that when you catch a lot of kingfish, there's usually some nice trout around. And that's probably why I've caught those couple trout, or some tall tale signs that there's, you know, trout around. You catch a ladyfish. They usually eat on the same things. They are fun, but I want to catch another red, you know, some more trout, not ladyfish. So what I'm using is called a Waterloo Salinity. I'm using a 7.6. I mean, you don't have to use a 7.6, but that's just what my dad got me. 7.6 customized. One of my friends. Oh, that was a nice hit right there. Oh. Customized by one of my friends, and yeah, I mean, it's a great rod, super smooth rod, I'll tell you that. It is strong enough to cast spoons, strong enough to cast a popper, lures, whatever you're using, but you got to keep in mind that if you're hooking a big fish, you can't have your drag too tight. It's going to pop you off, it's going to break your rod. But it adds a little bit of adrenaline when you're catching using small stuff, so I mean, it's up to you, really. Skipjack after skipjack. It's alright. I mean, I'm catching something. It's not nothing. They are taking my spoon before I can catch my red or my trout, which is kind of annoying. Maybe I need to work a little slower, but I've tried both, slow and fast, and I'm still catching them. I'm trying not to. It's just kind of, you know, difficult to avoid them because they, oh, see that roll over there? A bunch of silver. Could have been a Manhattan or something, but it was big. There's a few slicks starting to form right here to my right, so we'll see what's going on. Do catch and release. Here we are. Diaz starter skin. Nos vamos. Yeah, thanks, man.
When are you gonna start selling your apparel, dude?
It's expensive apparel.